We will be visiting Korea for the first time this year with our baby, so we want to introduce her to Korean food, make sure that she likes it, get her a little bit comfortable with it before we get to Korea. So this is Lola. She is 9 months old. She's our first baby, and she's a very sweet, happy baby. Lola was born 6 weeks early, so she's still pretty small. She's just got 2 small teeth that are coming in. She can't quite chew yet, but I thought this would be some good food that we could start her on. So we're gonna try 3 different foods today, and this may or may not be what babies eat in Korea. I honestly have no idea, but I figured these would be good ones to start with. If you have other ideas, please let us know in the comments. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna start with, of course, is kimchi. I wasn't sure about just giving her regular kimchi, so I actually washed this off so it's not spicy for her. And I've just cut it into small pieces. Oh, that's a good sign. You like this one? What do you think, cutie? Okay, she seems to like it okay. So it may have been better to do something like a white kimchi, and maybe that's what I've kind of created here, but I didn't have any on hand. The cool thing about kimchi in the US is it's gotten really popular. You can get it at every single grocery store now, I think, at least any of the major ones. Okay, well, she is enjoying this, which is good because I love kimchi, my wife loves kimchi, so we're off to a good start. So I'm gonna be trying these 2 as we go just to make sure that they're good. Nice, so this is a juk, or like a porridge. So this is a sweet red bean flavor. I feel like red bean's very popular in Korea, but not so much here. Yep, all right. If she's looking for more, that's usually a good sign. You like this one? She's like, hurry it up, Dad. Okay. I thought you might like this one. This is, you know, it's a little bit different than maybe what Americans are used to in terms of like the red bean as something that is sweet. We think of beans as not something that's normally sweet, but in Korea, quite popular with patbingsu or just other kinds of desserts. She likes this one. Okay, we're 2 for 2. Okay, so this last one that we're gonna do is miyeokguk, or seaweed soup. She seems fairly interested already. Curious if she'll like this one. This one's kind of strong in terms of the seaweed. So I'm just gonna give her some of the soup broth. Here we go. I don't know if that means she really likes it or if she doesn't like it. We'll see. Bite. I think she does like that one. Which this was the one that I think I was probably the most worried about, just because it's a very strong kind of like fishy seaweed flavor almost. It's a flavor that a lot of Americans don't like. When I first went to, yeah, you like that one. That's a good one. Okay, well, here we go. Maybe. There you go. Is that tasty? Is that tasty? Is that a good one? Okay, I think she likes that one a lot, actually. I'm kind of surprised about that. Yeah, you like that one. And I think, I'm not gonna give her the actual seaweed because kind of hard for her to eat. The pieces are a little bit too big and she still can't chew yet. Okay, I'm curious if there's one of these 3 that she'll kind of like reach out for. Well, kind of all of them. All right. Okay, we're gonna give her a little more of the juke. She seems to like this one a lot. I don't know, it's hard to tell which one she liked the most, but I'm really glad that she liked them all. So, yeah, yeah, that's a good one, huh? So we tried kimchi, we tried the red bean juke, the red bean porridge, and the seaweed soup. So these strike me as kind of things that you would normally feed babies in Korea. Again, I have zero idea what they feed babies in Korea. But there were ones that came to mind for me. So I think this is really good in terms of that seems like, I mean, she's very open to trying everything, seemed to like everything, nothing surprised her too much. So I think that's like a really good sign. And I think it's some food that we can rotate into as she's eating more and more solids. And then that way, once we get to Korea, she's had this before, maybe she's had some other Korean food, she's very comfortable with it by the time that we get there. But I'm very relieved. I'm less worried now because it seems like she really does like it. And you know, that's great news for us because we do eat a lot of Korean food. So excited to take her to Korea, have her try out Korean food for the first time. If there's anything that you'd recommend that she try, maybe a food that babies eat a lot of in Korea, something with a lot of health benefits, please let us know. And thanks for watching.